Hey friends, Rob here, just doing a response or review that 4D ultrasound, this 7.5-month fetus that yawns. Man, absolutely incredible. And if you thought that was really interesting and it really touched your heart and your life, hit the like button, give me your comments. And, the whole abortion issue obviously is very tricky because, they're stipulating that people should have a free will. The reality, friends, is God has given everybody a free will under the sound of my voice. God's not a party crasher. God will never make you serve him. We all control the doorknob. We can reject him due to disobedience. We can accept him due to obedience. There's a saying, God sends people to hell. Friends, God never sent no one to hell. People send themselves there because they willfully chose to reject God's plan of salvation. The reality is God never created robots. God's not a party crasher. He has to respect your free will. The other gig I wanted to just release is life. God is a God who's into life. He's into reproduction. The Bible says in the book of John, it says the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Jesus says, I have come to give you life and life to the fuller. I've come to give you life more abundantly. So God's a God of reproduction. God's a God that's into life, that's into offspring, that's into just people going on to be fruitful in life, to reproduce. And, that's it, man. I mean, the Lord loves you, friends, period. End of story. Again, we're all going to take our last breath one day. Last time I checked, no one's immortal under the sound of my voice unless someone's found the fountain of youth. You could put that water in a bottle. You'd be very wealthy. The reality is we're all going to take our last breath. We're all spiritually created beings, so you will never die. I will never die. We will all live for eternity. How long is eternity? We're eternal beings, as I stated. We'll never die. Eternity is without end. Is eternity a billion years? Is it a billion times a billion years? It's without measure, my friends. When we all take our last breath, the elevator goes up to life insurance or it goes down to the basement where there's fire insurance. The Bible clearly says in the book of John, 3rd chapter, 16th verse, for God so loved the world, he gave as a gift his only son, that if you would believe and receive and accept and submit your life to Christ, you'd not perish, you'd have everlasting life. God desires no one to perish under the sound of my voice. He wants all to have the assurance and insurance that when we all take our last breath, we can and we will make heaven our home. And if you desire to recite a simple prayer after me, say, Jesus, thank you for dying on the cross for my sins. Thank you for being my Lord and Savior. If you're bold, you prayed that prayer, you want to put in the comments section, I prayed the prayer. Desire to pray for you as a minister of the gospel, friends. There's the desire to subscribe to my ministry channel via YouTube. Go for it. Also on the Robb one, I have many of the ministry videos where I expound, talk about the Bible, Christianity, heaven, hell, angels, demons, etc. Friends, the Lord loves you. Be blessed today.